Guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Mystic Destinies, and we are reading more of Shinji's Path. Or his epilogue, anyway. So we are on chapter 2, Haunted. I actually just wanted to point out that there is supposed to be kind of bonus stuff that came with funding the Kickstarter for this. So I'm not really sure. There was other stories and other things like that. Like, I haven't read any information about when that's being released or like the deluxe stuff and anything like that. So obviously if that comes out before Hikaru's Path comes out, we'll be doing all that too. And we'll do that whenever it does come out, but not really sure where that is, you know. Keep forgetting about it, but then it pops in my head. I'm like, I haven't heard anything about that. So I don't know. We'll see. So anyway, I just wanted to mention that. Chapter 2, Haunted. I'm sorry, Haunted. Haunted! The next day I find myself standing in the street, wordlessly looking at my father's house. Surprisingly, the nervousness I thought I would be feeling is nowhere to be found. I glance at Shinji, who stands at my side just as quietly. It's so strange to see him looking like his old self. It feels somehow surreal to have him look like a human again. Will you be alright to hold the glamour up for however long? Yeah, it's fine. If I need to have a break, I'll just excuse myself for a bit. Shinji already met my father earlier, as well as Kaio, who looked very pleased with herself for predicting me dating Shinji. But even with the previous meetings, I wonder what it'll be like to suddenly reveal that my boyfriend isn't human. That nor am I, for that matter. I wonder if Kaio ever told Dad about her boyfriend being not human. Ready to go in? As ready as I'll ever be. I take a deep breath and lead the way inside. Dad greets us at the door the moment we walk in. Nara, you're home. His smile widens the moment he sees Shinji. And you brought Shinji with you. Shinji nods with a smile of his own. Hello, Mr. S. Nice to see you again. Yeah, hi, Dad. Is Kaio home? No, Kaio is away visiting her grandparents. She won't be back until next week. Oh, right. I keep forgetting Kaio actually has grandparents from her mom's side. Right, well, I'll just see her some other time then. As we all take seats in the living room, I turn to my dad. The dulled feeling from before starts to slowly lift like a fog, making way for nervousness. Anyway, I was hoping we could talk about something. You two aren't here to tell me you're getting married, are you? What? Dad? No, that's not it at all. You've been dating for a year. I mean, like a lord. If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. Lock it down. Just kidding. I mean, you're only in college, so you can wait. He chuckles. I don't even attempt to look at Shinji. I know it would just make my cheeks burn far worse. I was just joking. Although I wouldn't be opposed to it. Thanks for that, Dad. While I quietly gather myself, he turns his attention to Shinji. How is your mother? She hasn't written any new books by chance. Not that I know of. I wasn't aware that you're a fan of my mother's work. Her books aren't something I would have normally thought to pick up myself. But my wife bought me some a few years ago, and after some convincing on her part, I decided to give them a chance. Professor Hirayama's books have become my favorite since then. I'll be sure to ask her about it next time and let you know. Or maybe we can arrange a dinner and I'll introduce you to. I would love that, thank you! If only my wife was here for this. She greatly loved your mother's writing as well. This is the first time I'm hearing any of this. Just how much do I not know about my own parents? I sigh. Dad, about Mom. That's actually what I wanted to talk to you about. She still hasn't been found, right? No. The look on his face, the tone of his voice, the way his shoulders slump, I can't bear to witness it. Everything about my father's demeanor makes me want to instantly back out of this particular inquiry. But no matter how much I want to back out, there's a very vocal part of me that won't let me. I have to do this. In the tense silence of the room, I can sense Shinji's eyes on me, offering quiet support. The truth can hurt. It can hurt so much that living the lie seems like it's better. But is it really? I glance at Shinji and our eyes meet. When I give him a nod, he moves forward in his seat, drawing attention to himself. It's best if we start everything with a demonstration. Shinji let go of the glamour that's been keeping him looking human, and his whole image shifts into his true self, which is basically just pointy ears and, like, Slightly longer hair, right? Yeah, like, wait. Slightly longer hair and pointy ears. That's literally it. He stays completely still and utterly silent, almost like he's been petrified. As the seconds tick away, the worry grows in my heart. Oh no, maybe that wasn't the right way. We didn't break him, did we? A million and one possible scenarios run through my mind, but all of them are broken by the sound of laughter. Eh? He doubles over laughing and almost falls off from the couch. Dad? After a while, he seems to finally be able to calm down. He wipes away the tears formed in his eyes and sits back up to look at us. I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me there. With your mother gone, I spent the year looking for her and fretting over how to explain it all to you. I wasn't sure how to tell you without you thinking I was insane, especially since I personally have no way of proving my words. But it seems that there are some things I won't have to explain. Explain what exactly? That there's magic in this world. That there are so many different realms of existence. That your mother had powers. That she's immortal. I feel numb. Cold. He knew all along? What else does he know? I can't speak, or maybe I don't want to, so Dad just keeps talking. I don't know where she's gone, or why. Shinji looks at me. I want to smile and say that it's okay, but I can't stop the fear from taking over me. What if he's known all along about what she did to me? Seemingly understanding what's going through my mind, Shinji turns back to my dad. How much is it that you know? What can you tell us? Dad sighs. It may be easier to explain from the beginning. When I met your mother over 30 years ago, I was young and poor and very arrogant. When I saw her, I fell almost immediately. I was so confident in myself that I asked her out without a second thought. She turned me down flat, of course, but it ended up only making me more curious. I was very persistent, which I think she found funny more than anything else, since she did agree to go on a date with me. But during the date we were attacked by some creature, and she was forced to defend me. It was quite funny, really. I was terrified out of my mind, but I tried to defend her anyway, only to end up on the ground before I could even blink. I watched her fight the thing, whatever it was, and he chuckles. Seeing her like that, it made me fall for her all the more. A woman who would protect someone weaker than her without hesitation. After that, she explained her immortality and everything else. I'm not sure that I would have believed it if I hadn't seen her use magic with my own eyes. He sighs. This is why I didn't know how to tell you. I have no magic. I have no way to show you. I didn't know at first. I only found out... Oh, me. I didn't know at first. I only found out a year ago. I have powers now. Her powers. She gave them to me, along with her immortality. And then she just disappeared. She... what? I laugh, but it barely sounds like it's coming from me. A little over a year ago, the same day that she disappeared, she gave me her powers and condition. Somehow I find myself leaving out some of the details of what happened that night. However I may feel about Shizuka, I don't want to hurt my father. So she's not immortal anymore. He grows quiet, seemingly withdrawn into his mind. After a while spent in complete silence, I begin to wonder if I made a mistake revealing as much as I did. Dad, For years she worried that she will have to sit and watch me slowly die while she keeps on living. That's why she left me the first time, before you were born. She told me she didn't want to sit there and watch me wither away while she remained unchanged. That it was easier for her if she could just always remember me as I was. She wouldn't listen to any of my arguments, just disappeared. I thought that maybe this was the case again. His body shakes with restrained emotion. I thought that since I'm getting older, she realized she didn't me. She didn't me? He sighs. You have her immortality now. I nod, and then he turns to Shinji. You're not human, that much is clear. I am a fae, and before you ask, we live up to 1,000 years or longer, if the circumstances are right. I made a promise to her to stay alive for as long as I can, so she doesn't have to be alone. And that's a promise I intend to keep. Shinji. Thank you. I may not be Inara's birth father, but I love her as if she were my flesh and blood. Well, no one's her birth father because she's a homunculus or whatever. I don't even have a birth father at all. If she has to live on, then this is my hope that you will be there for her even when the rest of us are long gone. Should I tell him? I lean forward. Dad, I'm going to look for her. I'm going to try and find her. For you. For me. For all of us. No. Even if she doesn't want to be found, she has too many things to answer for. You are? I can only imagine how you must feel. But I do hope you find her. After that, I steer talks to a safer direction, not wanting to linger on the topic of her any longer. It may be my imagination, but I sense that Dad wants to focus on something else after that heavy revelation. I sit back and watch my father enthusiastically explain his favorite novels to Shinji. It feels like a rare time to simply sit back and enjoy myself without thinking about anything too much. When it starts to get late, we excuse ourselves so Dad can get some rest. The trip home is a quiet one. There's so much on my mind that I barely notice a stop right in front of my home. Shinji looks down at me with worry shining through in his eyes. Thanks for going with me and walking me home. You don't have to thank me. You know there isn't anything I wouldn't do for you. Oh? How about cut your hair then? No way that's happening. Oh, but I thought there isn't anything you wouldn't do for me. I'll cut my hair if you shave your head bald then. I try my hardest not to laugh. Let's both go bald then. I'm sure we'd look very impressive together. Shinji bursts out laughing, which in turn breaks my hold and I join him. It takes us a good few minutes to stop laughing at the image of us like that. You sure you're alright after the whole that? Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure yet. I need some time alone to gather my thoughts and really think about what I want and need to do next. So seriously, like 16 times, like every chapter in the original one, they were boning and I had to read it, but like in this little epilogue, not gonna happen? Do you really? I mean, I'm not saying I have a problem with that because, you know, I'm always like, woo, you don't do it. And then it's like, so we roll into, oh God, he's touching my skin. Oh, I'm not a prude, but I can't believe I have to read that out loud. It feels awkward reading it. Well, all right. Just don't forget, you're not alone in this whole thing. So if you need anything at all, we're always here for you. I'm sorry, I was just thinking of the end of Labyrinth. I know, thank you. I'll see you later. Sleep well. Shinji gives me a sweet kiss goodnight before he leaves, disappearing into the darkness of the night as he walks away. I watch him go for as long as I can see him, and even after he's gone, I continue to stand still. My mind is blank, and I feel like if I move, it might start up again. After breathing in the night air for the last time, I head inside. I don't know how long it's been since I got into bed. I feel far too tired to move to check the time and far too awake to actually fall asleep. Within the past 2 days, I found out a lot, more than I ever truly expected to. Naturally, it was shocking to realize that my father knew about magic, but that's the only kind of news I seem to get. Shocking, horrifying, so completely out there that it throws me off each time. I guess it takes more than just a year to get used to magic and everything else. I sigh and fight away the urge to scream out in frustration. I said I'd find her, but I still have no actual idea how. No matter how much time I spend trying to think, I can't come up with a solution. At least not without knowing more of magic, that much is clear. I sigh again. I really should try and sleep. I close my eyes and try to quiet my mind. Eventually it seems to work, and before I know it, I drift off into sleep. A shrill buzzing sound brings me out of my dream. I try to wish the irritating noise away, but it keeps relentlessly beeping away. I sigh and force myself to open my eyes. I reach for my phone and turn off the alarm. With my eyes still heavy with sleep, I squint at the screen. Shinji's birthday. The wheels start to slowly turn in my sleepy brain. Oh, it's Shinji's birthday today! All traces of sleep instantly disappear, and I scramble out of bed to get ready for the day. After a quick shower, I get dressed and make myself look like I'm not some sleepless zombie. I can't believe I nearly overslept. I carefully put Shinji's birthday present into my bag and send him a text message. I missed one birthday, even though we weren't dating back then. But I don't know what I'd do if I actually missed a second one. I kick on some shoes and head out with a happy hum on my lips. A very confused-looking show greets me as soon as I get to their apartment. Inara, what are you doing here? Am I not allowed here anymore or something? What? No, it's not that. I just thought that Shinji was with you today, so I wasn't expecting to see you here. So he's not home? He didn't mention going anywhere today to me, and he clearly let Sho think he's with me. Clearly let Sho think he was with me, yeah. I quickly pull out my phone to check if there's any new messages, but it doesn't seem like Shinji even read my message. No, Shin said he was going out, so I assumed he was meeting you. Did he say anything else? Only that he wanted to avoid people dragging him into having a birthday party again. Oh, I guess that's in reference to last year's birthday party? Oh, the one I didn't get invited to. Wasn't she invited to one where wasn't that the party where she was all like all over him? Because then like Emmy was talking to him and she was getting all jealous because of like this fucking spell that was put on her by his mother. He said he wanted some peace and quiet this year. Oh, I think I know where he is. Thanks, Sho. Let me know if you find him? Yeah, of course. See you later. I set out to one of Shinji's secret spots, hoping that he happened to choose that one today. As expected, I find Shinji in one of his favorite hiding spots. I send Sho a quick text to let him know that I found Shinji before I step closer. Look, just go away. I stop in my tracks. What? Seriously, just leave me alone already. I don't know what to say to that. He says it so coldly without glancing at me a single time. I keep telling you no. Just leave before I banish you. Huh? I look around. Well, he's not talking to me, so maybe the spirit? I move closer, making sure to make some noise as I walk. Shinji turns to look at me with a tired smile. Hey, Inara. Been here long? So he didn't sense me coming? No, not that long. Were you talking to a spirit? I look around despite myself not being able to see the unseen. So you did hear that then. Yeah, just some really persistent one that wanted something I couldn't do. I sit on the ground next to Shinji. Is everything alright? Of course. What could be wrong? Shinji. What? I don't say anything. For once, just a silent look is enough. After a while, Shinji seems to give in. He sighs. Alright, fine. Sorry. There have been more spirits appearing around me. I don't know why exactly, and I don't want to guess why there's suddenly more of them. But some have been persistently following me around. Some I can help, some want impossible things. And among those, some agree to leave, and others can't seem to understand that no means no. No means no! How long has this been going on for? He shrugs. A while? I don't know. I didn't pay attention at first. He sighs again. So anyway, what are you doing here? I wanted to ask more, but he obviously doesn't want to talk about it. It is his birthday, so it's okay to just forget about all the weird and bad things for a day. I came to find you, of course. Did you really think you could run away from your own birthday? Well, yeah, kind of. I usually do. Well, then too bad, because I'm not letting your birthday just pass by. It's just a day like any other. It's the day you were born, and so it's a day that's important to me. If I promise that there's no big party planned, will that make it better? We can spend the day together, just the two of us. Yeah, that actually sounds good. Shinji effortlessly pulls me closer. He's like, nah, I just want to be alone. Out! Bitch. Like, sometimes you need to be alone, but not on your fucking birthday. With his arm wrapped around my waist, I don't bother to move. I don't want to. I rest my head on his shoulder and close my eyes. The scent of old books and smoke fills me with warmth. We stay like that for a while, simply enjoying each other's quiet presence. The relaxing stillness lasts until the sun starts to set. The feeling of Shinji's lips brush against my forehead bring me back into the moment. It takes me a few seconds to realize that I was starting to drift off. Shinji's hold around me loosens and he pulls himself up. I stop myself from yawning when he holds his hand out for me. Birthday sex. I take his hand without hesitation and he pulls me up to him. What? I'm just saying. It's gonna happen, isn't it? Oh god. As it's become a habit, we head off in the direction of my apartment together. Oh dear god. Oh thank god. It's like, I don't want to read that. Okay, anyway. So yeah, obviously I'm gonna wrap this part up here. I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.